What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I'm having a good week so far, all right? But I know somebody that ain't having a good week. Baby, I came outside and the neighbor got across the hall got freaking evicted. I said, what? I just think, all right. Well, I know I hope y'all found somewhere to stay at or whatever. That is, girl, on a Thursday, like you couldn't even get them Saturday, or you could have did this on a Monday. I mean, truth be told, it's really no good day to get evicted, but you know, to come outside and see somebody with a whole sign on their door saying that they got evicted and no trespassing, I was like, dang, it's like that. All right, but I hope everybody is doing good. Let me tell you something. It is Thursday, and it's just been a lot of mess that's been going on. And truth be told, Ashley just been trying to mind her own business and be all up in the mess. Because listen, it's just been funny. It's been really, really funny. I don't think I have laughed this much by the mess that has been going on. And it's literally just one particular topic and one particular situation that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Y'all, we'll get to it, but you know, this week so far has been a little bit of nutty. All right, but anyway, we back, we here. I know I'm a day late, not a dollar short, but just a day late. We are always here. But anyway, I hope everybody has been doing well. The weather has been doing nice. Spring is here. Spring is sprung. Now let's get up into some stuff, okay? First of all, listen. Let me start this off right quick because I really just got through watching this earlier at work. Y'all been watching Snowfall? If you haven't watched Snowfall, please just, especially the episode that came on yesterday, the most recent episode in season 6. And if you haven't even watched season 1 yet and you're about to start watching season 1, please also just fast forward because I'm not about to be responsible for the things that I'm about to say. Giving you a couple of seconds. 1, 2. 2 seconds gone. Anyway, so girl, y'all seen the episode last night. Now, if you have been watching Snowfall up until this point, you know what it's about. And at the end of Snowfall season 5, last season, basically, Teddy, the crooked CIA officer or whatever that was selling Franklin the drugs and doing all that stuff, basically cleared out his bank account and took all his money. What was it, $73 million? You know what? And at this point in time, Franklin going on a war path, okay? Franklin going on a war path, and I understand it. $73 million, you're going to get me most of that shit back, if not all of it, okay? If not all of it, or I'm finna take down each and every last thing that belongs to you that matters, okay? And then you got that double cross, which truth be told, he should have been more prepared, I feel like, because, I mean, he a CIA working and dealing drugs to you and all that stuff. Why would we trust that, you know? And then you got Louis, his auntie-in-law, you know, just coming through and breaking away from Franklin and then doing deals with him, Teddy. And it was just like, what? That just messed it up. And you know what it is? Louis' ambition is just a little bit too strong. And I hate to even say that because, you know, us women, we got to prove a lot or whatever sometimes, especially when we be in a male-dominated field like the drug game or whatever, because we got to do a whole bunch of stuff just to get respect. You ain't finna come in, you ain't finna put me over, you ain't finna treat me this way or whatever. You ain't finna treat me less than because I'm a woman. I'm finna put my foot down, baby. I can be just as hard as any nigga out there. Truth be told, understand. But the deals that and the way that Louis is rolling, it's just a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much, and it's causing a whole bunch of unnecessary drama. The reason why we in this mess is because of Louis, okay? I'ma just put it out there. I don't care if it's anybody else's fault besides Teddy and Louis. The reason why we up in this mess is Louis, all right? Girl, I used to like her. Remember in the earlier seasons when old girl had her basically messed up and was you know, had her on a leash and she used to fuck around with her and, you know, she basically shot that bitch. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. You know, she was doing some foul mess to you, so, you know, you had to get your lick back. I was here for her and Jerome being together. Even when Franklin mama didn't even really like Louis like that. You know what I'm saying? She came around. She came around soon as she saw all that drug money come. Okay, because remember, she wasn't here for Franklin doing all this drug and street stuff or whatever, because he was supposed to be a college boy. You supposed to get your head in the books, not the head in the streets, okay? But when Teddy stole all that money and they had to devise a plan to get that stuff back, and when Teddy, when Franklin had said earlier, and somebody had pulled up a clip, I said he sure did. He basically said in the earlier season when he first started messing with Teddy, if you ever put me over, you know I'm coming for everything that belongs to you. I'm taking out everybody that belongs to you, basically. And Franklin is holding true to that, because last week, the way that he killed that man daddy, I said, why would they set us up to make us kind of like the daddy? Okay, in this instance, now we already know that Teddy and the daddy is kind of estranged. You know what I'm saying? They don't really kick it like that. Teddy got an issue with him. But the old man died anyway. He only had one lung. And you just gonna take him out, stab him in the throat like that? I mean, it was so quick. If you blinked, you would have missed it. I said, wow. And then you gonna put the phone to his ear while he gargling. I said, girl, I was sitting here looking like, And Teddy was on the phone like, Dad. I said, Daddy ain't here. All right, Daddy's no longer here. Click. And then on this episode, baby, I just should have known. I knew, I had a feeling that Jerome just was about to exit the show. I did not realize Jerome was about to exit the show the way that he exited the show. I thought it was going to be on his own free will. And that's what they kind of set it up to be like. Because at the end of last week's episode, basically he's going around, because it's been a war between the Saints, okay? Franklin Saints, Jerome, and Louis Saints. You know what I'm saying? And so they've been going back and forth at each other. Louis had set Kane up and everything, and Kane still trying to get back at Louis. So Franklin then linked up with Kane for the most part. Not that they like each other, but they got the same agenda right about now, right? And so everybody got to be on guard when they go outside. At one point, Jerome just was like, F this, I'm finna go out. And Louis like, where you going? You need your guards. He said, fuck all that, I don't need them. He went out by himself. He went to go to the car shop. We seen Hollywood from Queen Sugar and whatever his name was on Raising Cane, when Rochelle, what's her name? Raquel? Rochelle, what the fuck is her name? Raquel? I think it's Rock. Okay, yeah, Raquel. Raquel killed his ass up in his own elevator. Anyway, he was about to get it in there. Some car kept on rolling past, and he was about to have a shootout with him until old boy told him, I really want to get home to my wife and kids, okay? You may not got something to go home to, but I do. I want to. So you need to chill. And at that moment, he was just like, you know what? Fuck all that. I'm sorry that I put you up in this position. He go to like a little store, whatever. He's sitting outside on his car, just drinking or whatever. And at that moment, I just realized, like, yeah, I feel like Jerome about to exit. This episode he basically tell Louis he over and he done with the shit. He's tired of selling crack. He's tired of selling all the drugs. He was only in this and doing this because of Louis. Other than that, he would have been gone. Okay, he said he want to go to Jamaica. He want to go to somewhere else out the country. Louis trying to convince him, and I get what she's saying. The reason why she really need him is so that, they'll take her serious, because every time they do a job or whatever, even though technically she's supposed to be running the stuff, they be talking to her, to him. They look at her like she just a piece of ass and I ain't got to play around with her, whatever. She ain't nothing, but she's really the brains behind the operation. And, she's the one that's really, really running things and all that stuff. And I get that, mama, but you doing a whole bunch of bust and you just starting a whole bunch of stuff. And that shit caught up to their ass, okay? Now, let me tell you something. When Kane and his people got her ass. I was a little scared. And the only reason why I was a little scared because I kind of figured what they was finna do, the reason why they still had her alive. And, you know, they was trying to get some information out of her. And I was like, oh, I would rather them beat the dog shit until she died that way than do what I felt like they was about to do. And sure enough, I said, oh, so we gonna beat her and we gonna, I said, no, I don't want to see that. When they brought that pimp up in there and she had to call him out and said, oh, so who made you run the track? Was it your sister or was it your mama? Oh, it was your mama. Cause look at all them scars on you. Because you like to get down with you know, overpowering women for them to be defensive against you because you was defenseless when them motherfuckers was fucking your ass. I said, damn. Your mama had you out there sucking dick. I said, wow. Wow. I said, wow, Louis, we still being defined in the face of death. She said, listen, I got to go out some way, somehow, okay? And I just said, oh. Now, see, I wanted them to just, like, probably, like, shoot her. No shame. I know that sounds bad, but I ain't want them to run a train on her. Okay, but you know, Franklin, he said he made it seem like he didn't give a damn. He came back, he went and got Jerome because Jerome was over there with Scully. Did y'all see that burger phone that Scully had? I said, Scully, grow up. Scully, grow up. But baby, when they came through just in the nick of time because baby Louis was about to get it. They bent that girl over that table because she wouldn't take her shit off. I said, I'm over that chair. I was like, oh my God, please. And I heard her screaming. We all heard her screaming. And I just thought that some stuff was going to happen that was already going on. I said, oh, no, they already doing it. Thank God they didn't. I said, whoo. Jerome and them came in just in the nick of time, right? Jerome got Kane. Kane got Jerome. My nigga just died. Like, my nigga took a bullet for his wife. The bitch, they got them into this mess. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I think I was too shocked to be hurt. I was just like, I had to let that sit in after the episode and the credits rolled through. Because I was just like, is he really dead? Is he really dead? I said, wake up. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking, no, just wake up. He just got shot in the stomach or whatever. It's going to be all right. Girl, no. He laid down. We laid his Jerry curl to rest, and I was just really sad. I was really sad, and I got real mad. Like, I know these people and these people's real. Like, Louis, you got to go. You got to go. Franklin came up in there, and I was just really mad. I was really mad because Louis is literally down there on that floor. Jerome, baby, wake up. Wake up. No. And then you hear Franklin, Uncle Jerome. I said, after all of this shit that y'all was going through, now it's Uncle Jerome and you crying and stuff. So was you really gonna kill your uncle? I feel like he wasn't, you know, and he was just in his feelings. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would have wanted my leg back after that nigga slapped me 2 times in the freaking diner in front of everybody. Y'all saw that episode. I said, wait a minute, don't do that. And Franklin took it like a G because I would have popped his ass. Okay, he probably would have got one in the kneecap. Slap me again, all right? And I'm just looking at Louis like, when Franklin sat up in that chair, I said, Franklin, that should have been the moment where you pulled your gun out and you popped her in the back of her head. Because this is all her fault. Girl, how did we go from liking Louis to can't stand the bitch? Girl, anyway, that's Snowfall, y'all. Somebody wanted me to talk about it, but I was going to R.I.P. Jerome Saint. Wait till his sister find out about this. Oh, hell finna break loose, okay? But anyway, moving on from that. And I need them to just go ahead and kill Teddy. I know we want Teddy to get that money back, but I don't know if Franklin gonna get that money back. I truly don't feel like he gonna get it back. And if he do get some of it back, it's not gonna be all of it. And then whatever he do get back, Teddy gotta die. Teddy needs to just have a break. You know, truth be told, I don't care because of the position that he put himself in. And, you know, at the end of the day, he been looking like a bum and so stressed out since we seen him in season 1. Maybe finally when Franklin put a bullet up in him, he can probably just lay down and rest finally peacefully because the nigga look just tired. just tired, okay? He looked like a crackhead himself. Moving on from that, let's get on to some more entertainment news that's been heating up the headlines, okay? Girl, Tasha K. Child, Tasha K went on to appeal that court case that she lost against Cardi B. Okay, y'all remember the whole situation. Tasha K put some stuff up on her videos on her YouTube channel, basically, you know, talking about Cardi B, and allegedly they were lies and, you know, falsities and everything. And a lot of people were saying, you know, it was just really nasty. And truth be told, and this is no shade to anyone, you do your stuff the way that you want to do your stuff. I just don't understand having channels and stuff that's dedicated, or just, you know, being that type of person that's just dedicated to being real nasty. And I'm not saying that Tasha K is nasty all the time, but in this situation, she was very nasty. It was very mean-spirited. When you go as far as trying to make up stuff on purpose and you keep on reiterating and you being defiant when they're telling you to take it down because it's not true, and, you know, you go to court, you laugh in the face of that, you get found guilty, and then they telling you just take the stuff down, and then you're still being defiant, so now you got to pay $4 million, all this money that you do not have, and you're, excuse me, still being defiant because you still keep saying stuff and you still won't take the videos and stuff down. And once you finally do, when you go do this appeal, come back and you still lost. Listen, at the end of the day, somebody tell me to take something down, I'm gonna take it down, okay? I ain't on here to try to hurt nobody. My stuff is for fun, shits and giggles, okay? That's just what it is. Sometimes we gotta get a little bit serious. Sometimes we gotta read folks. But I ain't doing that stuff just to hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying? I ain't coming out my mouth to be downright evil and disgusting to a person because of what, especially somebody I don't know. That's why I just don't understand like hate channels or, you know, stand pages that just literally, if you like this particular artist, you're going after another artist and you're doing that all day instead of just promoting or talking about the person that you like. It makes no sense to me. Girl, is giving Swarm all over again. Who's your favorite artist? I don't know. What's the right answer? You ain't finna come after me. Girl, a friend of mine had texted me and was like, let me tell you something. I was watching Swarm and I had fell asleep in the middle of it, and Wybm had a dream that you was in it. The way I got so offended real quick, I said, I was in it as what? I literally said, like, as what? I said the voice message, I was in it as what? Like, you better stop playing with me, because I'm saying, what you trying to say? He was like, she cleared that shit up real quick. No, we was trying to get away from Drake crazy ass. I said, oh, okay. You better leave with that, okay? Because I thought you was about to say something shady and you was about to get cussed out and defriended, okay? I had to put you on block for a minute. But yeah, it's crazy. Then Mama Tune, whole tune just changed. All of a sudden it's okay, we didn't win, and you know, so I apologize to Cardi B. I mean, I ain't got the money still, but I guess I try to get it or something. I don't know. It's the way that she came out and it seemed like she had this different tone. I don't know, because we seen the way how Tasha K worked, especially in social media, and she's so defiant or whatever. We've never seen her like back down. So to see a calm tweet with her just basically saying she apologized and, you know, she got to pay it or whatever, and then apologizing to Cardi, it's just like, is this real? Like the judgment is real, but is this persona that she's putting out of being sorry or whatever, is it real? You know, I just don't know. I don't know, but let this be a lesson. If you trying to get up into this game of being a blogger or being a gossip type of person or whatever, just make sure you put up stuff that are factual or can be proven as facts. And if it's not facts, just say it's your opinion. Say allegedly. You have to go by the book, okay? Because people can come out and say, hey, take that down. And if they want you to take it down, depending on what it is, I just won't have to go through the hassle. Just do it, okay? You just have to be careful. Let this Tasha K situation be, you know, a lesson. Yes, it's freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences, okay? Freedom from consequences, you know? But moving on from that, and speaking of Tasha K, girl, allegedly, no, it ain't no alleged. Baby, she about to interview. She just got through interviewing, and I haven't watched it yet because I don't know when it's coming out. I think it's coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure one of y'all will alert me. Y'all know I really don't watch Tasha K like that. The only time that I tune into her is when she got a big interview with somebody that I just want to talk about in a video with my what it is. I think the last time I watched something of hers, it was with the Arian girl from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell's baby mama. But other than that, I don't think I really tuned in. But she got an interview with Rocky Mistress, the girl Escape, Latasha husband. Yes. Now see, throughout this whole time we've been looking at the Escape situation or whatever on they show and all that stuff, we kept on saying, Latasha, where is Tamika Money, and where Rocky, where is the mistress? Where is the mistress, and is a baby afoot? You know, like, what's going on? Okay, they've been tittering tottering over that, trying to skip and jump over, like, jump the fuck back. Okay, we need answers. Mama said, I got your answers right here. Sat down with Tasha K, and Tasha K was talking about some, you know, I want to apologize to the lady that this is going to hurt, because at first I was like, this woman is lying, this woman is lying, this woman is lying. And then I sat down with this woman, and I want to apologize to her for saying that she was a liar, because she sat down and showed me at least 5 years of evidence. I said, 5 years? 5 years? I said, oh, wow. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to tune in, I guess, to see what it is. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it in a video or whatever. Probably if I do, it'll be in the Escape video on Sunday. But other than that, this is all messy. And then because that coming out, all of a sudden you see video posted on Rocky's Instagram of him trying to carry Latasha in the sand on the beach, on his back, just struggling. Okay, I said, now what the fuck is this? And then they got Bonnie and Clyde, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Bonnie and Clyde up in there. I said, no, girl, stop it, okay? Truth be told, let me just say y'all this. They really think somebody coming after them. They brought all of this stuff on themselves, and I really hate that for them. And since we on Latasha, and then I just think the little video clip or whatever of her trying to respond to some of the things that her sister and Candy and them has been saying about her and all this stuff, and you know, stealing money, and you know, the whole group situation and all that stuff. Baby, I ain't gonna lie. Latasha said. First of all, she looked good. I ain't gonna lie, she looked good, okay? But, you know, it was like, I feel like Rocky was, you know, holding the camera and filming it or whatever. And it was almost as if she was giving an audition tape, or she thought that she was on Love and Hip Hop, what's that, Atlanta, because she down in Atlanta. I feel like, you know, and they filming for another season. Why are we coming back for another season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Could we just stop it? Because everybody is tired at this point. I just don't understand, what more story do we have? Unless Mimi is going to come on there and talk about Ty possibly fucking around with Drew Sidora, I don't want to hear it, okay? Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to really come up on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it, okay? But anyway, catch that. And I know somebody going to be like, what? Mimi did an interview with, I think his name is Anthony Lofty's on YouTube. And it was on, I think the clip was on one of the Instagram blogs, either the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk. And Mimi was basically like, all I gotta say is what's done in the dark gonna come to the light and everything, when it was talking about Ty and Drew. And I said, oh, so first of all, I thought Mimi and Ty were still together. Okay? You know, just like lesbians, they break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together. I don't understand it, but you know, lesbian can't leave them straight girls alone, okay? Some, you know, masculine lesbians can't leave the straight girls alone. I don't care what nobody say. Mimi is still a straight woman that just so happened to fall in love with a gay girl. That's just what it is. Cause I can see her going back to Dingaling, you know, and I don't feel like she bisexual. I don't feel like she'll date another woman, okay? Ty is just it for her. That's just how it be. You know, sexuality is on a spectrum, okay? It is more than black and white. But she was dead in her feelings about that. She was implying a lot without saying it. And I said, oh, what's going on? But anyway, Latasha was standing there. She was like... So, you know, just to address a lot of the stuff that is being said by Tamika and Kandi, let's go back, all right? Since we want to talk about Escape and we're talking about, you know, Kandi saying all the songs that she didn't sing lead on, no problem. I never said that she didn't sing lead, okay? My issue was, you know, she had a problem with me singing lead. She goes up in there talking to Jermaine Dupri, and then when she comes out, she's doing her thing, what she could do. Just crying and stuff. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Nothing, Jermaine up in there. I'm okay. And next thing you know, I realized what it is. She got an issue with me singing lead. Go ahead. You want to sing lead? Sing lead. Ain't got no problem with it. Inserts the clip of her on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Kandi was standing in front of them group of girls. And I think they was on a trip or whatever. And she got up there. She was singing. It was... And when she ended it with that note, and you know what, all the girls was looking at her like, and that wasn't the shady part of it. The shady part was when the clip finished and it came back to Latasha, and Latasha was like this. I said, no, you're not finna laugh at her like that. This been your group member for how many years? And you just now, all right. Now, see, Latasha, that was funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all been cracking jokes on Kandi's vocals this whole time. Listen, a lot of people feel offended, but we have to come to the conclusion that to some people, Kandi can sing. She just got a unique tone, a unique voice. To others, she really can't. To me, every man needs a woman. Baby, when Tamar said that shit about her being the least singing, the most non-singing, ego-driven person or whatever in the industry, and called her Billy Goat. It ain't right. It ain't right, okay? Because like people was saying, when people was calling Tamar out her name, you know, she had a little breakdown on the reel, okay? So there's that. And you gonna go call this lady a Billy Goat. Baby, but at the same time, that Kia, what's her name, Kaya, that clip kept on rolling through my mind when she was like, every man wants a woman. That shit was funny. I find the hilarity in all of this. It's sad to think about it in all actuality because these are grown women. And when I say grown women, just about everybody is close to 50. They're more so close to 50 than anything, okay? And we can't get this together. You would think people would have their life straight to a certain extent. And instead of going off on each other and doing what they're doing right about now, it is sad. It is sad. It's comical for me. Because I'm just like, I can't believe this is going down in the year of our Lord 2023. Like, what? This is how we start and spring off with this mess? Spring's supposed to be new growth, new beginnings, okay? Just freshness and everything. And we being some stale drama to the goddamn plate. Girl, if we wanted some drama, we should have left this in 2022. Okay, and I'm just like, you know, the whole situation with the Tamar and Kandi thing. I said what I said in my video. It's dumb on both parts. Yes, I do believe the situation happened. No, I don't feel like Ty like threatening her or whatever. Said she was gonna beat her ass or, you know, threaten to fight her or whatever. Do I think he said some stuff? Yes. Do I think that the whole altercation, well, not even altercation, the whole back and forth verbally situation happened between Kandi and Tamar? 100%. 100%. Do I think Ty was scared of that JR character? No. Okay, I just wish the men would have just stayed out of it and let these women handle this whole situation in the way that they needed to handle it. I just wish one person, I wish Tamar would stop acting like she don't know why this was happening. I wish people learn how to mind their business when, you know, situations aren't pertaining to them. And what made this situation even more messed up is because You claim that you did and you was trying to be non-biased and you wasn't taking anybody's side, but you literally took that man's side over a friend. And mind you, at the time when Tamar was taking up for Carlos and not only just responding to a question on Dish Network or Dish Nation or whatever, she also put it in her Instagram story, right? And then she doubled down on it and made it clear because she put another post up and it was words that said, my friend Carlos don't have to steal nothing from nobody. And I was like, oh, mind you, we had literally just found out that her and Carlos just became cool. Like they just met. And you're going this hard for somebody that you just met over somebody that you made up with and had history with for years. And that would make the situation even worse. If I was Kandi, I would feel some type of way as well, you know? But what I had started and got in my feelings right then and there, no. But knowing Tamar, I'm pretty sure she said some stuff because I know how she works, all right? I've had personal dealings with her. And it just is what it is. Mama just don't know how to back down and stop. Mama get bucked real quick like she was doing and talk about this and talk about that. She get them Twitter fingers, social media fingers because she got her stands that'll, pump her head up and all of that stuff. But if somebody was to actually try to confront her and to do some stuff, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna do that. She gonna cry. She gonna play like she don't know why they coming at her and all this stuff. Truth be told, once that whole situation came out, she should have said something about it then. Now, no cryptic or subliminal post or whatever. You should have said, Kandi did this and did that, and your husband is a bitch. That's what you should have said if you was going to pop that off in 2022, okay? And then we could have ended it and did what we had all this stuff going in 2022 and then bring it up into the new year. Y'all brought this shit in the new year, and I blame Andy and I blame them white girls, and I blame Andy because he pre-screened them damn questions, okay? So there's that, all right? You can't tell me no different because I'm pretty sure he did. You knew what was going on and he wanted some drama. Like, y'all let this white man come in and cause all this discord amongst these black women, and I just don't appreciate it. I really don't appreciate it. Eddie needs his ass whooped for that, okay, alone. He been doing a lot lately for us to get at each other, and it's just not right. And we just keep falling for the mess. And it's just unfortunate. I want them to get it together, and I really want Tamar to get it together because just focus on your music career, Kandi. Speaking of Xscape and SWV, y'all talking about they should do a second season. Ain't gonna be no second season. Girl, after all this mess, this was a limited season already. It was just a one-time season type of thing. That's why it's only 6 episodes. And Coco ain't done. And Coco is not messing with them. Okay, Coco had already shut that down. And I feel like a lot of the respect that they probably had for like some of the members in Xscape kind of went down, mostly for like Kandi and Tiny or whatever, because those was the main two that was being vocal about what happened in the last episode, and that was going around on social media responding to people and everything about it. And then you got Lily going at it with Akbar of all people, one of the main clout chasing because there is, okay? It ain't her situation, and she'll pop in it like it ain't nothing. Gonna tell that lady, basically was like, you won't get paid the same as much as Coco, and you darn sure don't get paid as much as Kandi. So why you just need to be quiet and all this stuff? And I'm sitting here, well, you don't get paid as much as neither one of them combined or apart. So why are you involving yourself in this mess? I'm just sitting here like, what? How dare you? And my whole thing is, it's the ones that's not even being disrespectful, that's minding their business, that's getting towed up on social media, and I'm talking about within the group of SWV. Like, what's going on? And even in the Xscape, like, this show was a terrible idea when you come to think of it. We got family drama being played out. We got group against group, classic R&B women group, black women group going against each other, and it shouldn't even be. Y'all messing up relationships and all of this for what? A check. See, this is why Ashley would never, Ashley would never. You see why I always say I do stuff behind the scene? Don't ever get my ass on camera because I'm going to lay it out flat. Okay? That's so messed up. And it's so, I feel for, you know. And I swear, like, looking at something like this, if I was trying to hire, this would be, I wouldn't even want to hire Escape, you know, after all this, looking at all this drama. And at this point, disband Escape. Because Latasha fucking everything up. Y'all just looking a mess in the public eye right about now. It's just too messy, okay? Ain't nobody even talking about your talent. We most so talking about the drama that's going on. You know, it's a lot. Moving on from that. Ooh, what's this? Somebody wanted me to talk about the Queen's Court since we on there. I don't know what you want me to say. The only thing that I can say about that, because I haven't watched it, I don't even know if I really am going to go watch it, because this is what and I mentioned it a little bit in my other video, but I'm going to mention this part because I feel like I forgot this, and this was the main issue that I had with Queen's Court. If you are, I don't understand why Peacock did it the way that they did it. And I don't know how Peacock runs their shows, like competition shows or, you know, reality shows like that. I know, like, with, they have the Real Housewives of Miami. They put on, like, a couple of episodes is it? No. Like, when it first comes on, when the season first comes on, they give you a couple of episodes. And then each week, it's a new episode. Same thing with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trips. They give you probably, like, I think now the new season is on. They gave you, like, 3 episodes. And they probably going to give you 1 or 2 episodes each week. That's fine. Okay? But to put out, when you're doing, and that's just a regular reality TV show, you know what I'm saying? There's no like, oh, guess who's gonna pick this person or that person, who's gonna win the prize for this and who's gonna do that. They're not gonna put it all out in bulk, you know, at one time. I don't understand why they did that with Queen's Court, because that totally messed up everything. Like, I'm not even interested in watching it now because, first of all, you got people on there that I don't care for. Girl, I like Nivea, but I can't sit through and watch her try to get a man. It just, I don't know. I just don't want to see her in that predicament. And with all the discord that's been going around, ain't nobody been talking about Nivea. So obviously she didn't leave that show with a man. So we know that much. She'll probably come on for season 2. And it'll be a couple of other girls, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we already know what happened with Evelyn. She got with old boy. She just got engaged. We been knew what happened with Tamar. She got with old boy, broke up, got back together, and got engaged. That's just what it is, because we knew about him last year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, why, Peacock, would you put everything, all the episodes out on one day? Where's the suspense to draw up, to drum up, you know, for people to come in and just actually go ahead and watch? Because now all people had to do was go to the last episode and see what happened. They didn't even have to look at episode 1. They could have just looked at the last episode and say, oh, she picked this person, she picked this person, she getting engaged, and then put that information out there. And I feel like that's exactly what happened, because before I was fully woke, the freaking results and everything was on the blogs. And I said, what? The show just came out. Y'all just put it all out there already? It was, I just didn't understand, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You want people to tune in each week. You want that suspense to keep going, and you just put it all out there at once. For a competition show, I don't want that. Okay, for a regular show, a regular reality show, yeah, we can go ahead and binge the whole thing in a day. That's fine. But a competition show, give us some suspense and give us a reason to tune back in, because we really want to know what's going to happen. But anyway, moving on from that, y'all tell me how y'all felt about Queen's Court. Honestly, no shade. I don't feel like neither one of them going to get married. That's not hating. That's just how I feel or anything. I just don't think that this is real. Moving on from that. Y'all probably don't even watch this. I don't know. Y'all watch 1,000 Pound Sisters with Tammy Slayton and Amy Slayton. You know, the big girls, okay? One of the sisters had got what is it, weight loss surgery, like in the second season or whatever, and then she wound up getting pregnant, and then she wound up getting pregnant at the end of last season, and she had another baby, that baby in this fourth season that they're in. That's Amy, okay? Tammy finally got her shit together, and she got her little weight loss surgery, and the girl got married. Did you see the last episode when she was about to get married to old boy? The sister said, so what y'all gonna be doing? Y'all gonna be bumping trachs? Because both of them got tracheotomy. I said, what the fuck? That shit was funny. Bumping trachs, okay? But anyway, Amy, the sister that we actually like, her stupid ass husband. Now, I've been holding off on calling him dumb, and I'm just gonna call him dumb now because I just don't like the way that this is going down. He filed for divorce. I said, now, Michael, what is going on? How are you gonna file for divorce? Let me tell you something. From the day one that I seen him, because they started off of YouTube and they got their show from YouTube to get on TLC and made it 4 seasons. Now, I'm so glad that I'm pretty sure they renewed them for a 5th season because, oh, baby, I need to see this. Because what the was it that you gonna get me pregnant and let me have this baby, and then you gonna say you want a divorce when the season go off? Like, what the hell is that? Mind you, when we always looking at them, Amy was literally on this last season after she gave birth, just struggling, probably was going through postpartum depression. Mama was worried about just being a good mother. Literally, that's what her worry was. Mind you, Michael wasn't doing shit. Okay, when I tell you, he didn't even clean up the house while she was in the hospital. Mind you, he had got sick, but still, as soon as you got better, you still could have cleaned up the house. And you know, and I just didn't understand it. Okay, I'm like, you really don't do nothing. At least from what we see and what we show of, they show of you, you don't do nothing. Mama is ripping and running around 2 kids, a newborn and a toddler. Okay, and you up here just sitting there looking dumb. No help, and you want to file for divorce for what? For what? And you want to know the sad and the funny thing about it is, a person like him in the area that they are, I won't be surprised if he pop up with a girlfriend and another wife. Them types, they for some reason, they be getting them men's. They get them men's and they get them women's, okay? You see Tammy, just about every season, Tammy had 1 or 2 boyfriends every season. I just didn't understand it. Mind you, most of them was just playing her, whatever, you know, because it was a fetish type of thing. But either way, she still had niggas on her, okay? Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, where? When will it be me? You know, like, I don't know. But I just want to throw that up in there. Moving on from that, Summer Walker, it's been some issues and some talk of the town about Summer Walker's daughter, Bubbles, okay? Well, what if that's that girl real name? What if that's that girl real name? But anyway, so we seen one video where Summer was inside her place or whatever, and then Bubbles basically started pulling at her head and just, you know, fighting her, whatever. Okay, you know, fine. And then we see another video that was posted. I don't know if it was by her or somebody close to her, whatever. Posted the video of her at her 2nd birthday party, and the little girl just started hitting her real hard and, you know, pulling her hair and all that stuff, just acting up, having a little tantrum, okay? And people was like, you know, calling her out and, you know, basically like, you're not doing good parenting. Why is your daughter beating up on you and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. You know how people want to judge. And when stuff like this happens, I just don't want to put it out there and say, well, you know, you need to whoop that baby ass or whatever, because what if something is really going on? Now, Summer's explanation, she basically said she's usually calm and she was fine up until they started to come together and to say as a group happy birthday, sing the song, and it was loud. She doesn't like loud noises. And so that kind of triggered her, ticked her off, and that's why she reacted the way that she reacted. So some people were saying if that's the case, she could possibly be, neurodivergent on the spectrum, you know what I'm saying, autistic spectrum or something. That could be a case, or she could just have behavior problems. My whole thing is you can't get upset when people are giving unwarranted opinions about your parenting style off of short clips that we've seen, because why did you allow them to get posted? These day and age, people are going to pick apart something that you think is cute. They're going to find a reason to pick apart and find some negativity with it. And that is just the risk that you take when you post some personal stuff on the internet. When you post anything on the internet. I could post something and be like, and somebody would be like, you don't look cute. Why your tooth crooked? Why this and why that? Mind you, all I did was, my smile is kind of cute now. Like, I used to didn't really like my smile. Now I do, you know. But, you just got, and you a celebrity. So, of course, it's going to be a way more scrutiny over you. And then, you know, especially with us black folks, we don't really like looking at kids just being all wild and stuff. So, we going to automatically assume, or most of y'all, most of us, we automatically assume, what is it that you doing that this kid is okay with just knocking you out like this? You know, baby, we grew up on Maury, okay? We seen them badass kids that was on Maury and all that stuff, talking all that stuff. So, of course, we got that in brain like, we ain't finna deal with no mess like that. My mama would never and all that stuff. My mama would pop me the next week and all this and woo, woo, woo. But, you know, we are in a different time and a different age, and it could be something possibly going on. That's neither... We can't judge. I mean, we can't diagnose nobody. But if she says that it was because it was loud noise, I'ma just let that happen. But some of you can't get mad, because if it was up to me and I had that going on and I saw that and somebody recorded it, I wouldn't have told them to post it. I don't know who posted it. I don't know if you did. I don't know if you gave somebody else to go ahead to do it, but I would have made sure that it wasn't posted, both those videos. Because, you know, people gonna judge. And technically, if we didn't know that she had a issue with loud noises or whatever, it just don't look right. It don't look right for a kid to be beating up on their parent like that. And, you know, kids will be kids, but this is not the first time she's done it. And she was really fucking your ass up at that birthday party. She did that shit like you stole something from her, okay? But, we can't just judge automatically. Even though we do, but we can't when we shouldn't. So, because you never know what could be going on. Anyway, moving on from that, I don't know if I mentioned, Zeus needs to burn down. Orlando Brown is really officially a member of that Bad Boys Club season 2. Unless you are, and I ain't even gonna say unless, because I know. You got somebody on here with mental issues, clearly. Clearly. You ain't even got to be a doctor to diagnose that. You got somebody on here with mental issues, facing court cases and all this stuff. You're basically exploiting them. And of course, they're allowing themselves to be exploited because, one, they're not in this right headspace. Two, he probably need the money, you know. And three, because he's not in the right headspace, he just want that attention. So I'm pretty sure there's not a mental health therapist or whatever on staff to help these people, to talk to them and all this stuff. No, and see, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. I know we look at Zeus for shits and giggles, but there is a line that they are crossing, and they've crossed a lot of lines already, but this is a major one, and this is one that I just can't get behind. Like, why would you put him on there? That's a liability, and if something was to happen to him during filming, or something was to happen to somebody else during filming that causes really, really harm, that's going to be on Zeus. It is. And speaking about people that got issues, Amanda Bynes, let's pray for good sis, okay? Mama been trying to get her life together, but we already know she has some mental issues that she's dealing with. They said around March 19th, she had called and flagged down somebody to let them know that she was in the process of having a psychotic breakdown. They said they found her outside downtown in LA. She was out there naked. They said she probably was doing all this stuff for a while, like some days. and she flagged down somebody, told them that, that she was having a psychotic breakdown, and she called 911, told them what was going on. And I applied the fact that she knew what was happening. She couldn't stop it, but she knew what was happening, and she was able to relay that and get herself some help. And she didn't, like resist or anything. So they put her on a 72-hour hold or something like that, but they extended it to like a week or so. And they said so far they seeing a lot of good improvement. So we just gonna keep her in our prayers, And I saw the video of her and that fan that they posted. I wouldn't have posted that. I wouldn't have posted that at all. I just everything's ain't for views, and everything's not for clicks, and everything's not for ratings and all this stuff or whatever. It's certain things that I just would not post, and I don't care what was the motive or whatever. I just wouldn't have posted it, because if you clearly would have saw Amanda in that video with that girl, you could tell that she wasn't there, and that's not something I would have posted. But I just hope she gets the help that she needs, and she stay and get the help, But moving on from there, let's get into this whole situation. Y'all know I really don't like talking about politics, but it's this situation that's going on with Trump. I woke up Monday. They was like, or was it Sunday or something like that? Was it over the weekend? Trump had put out something saying that he might be getting arrested on Tuesday. And, calling out Stormy Daniels, calling out the agency that was supposed to be arresting him and all this stuff. Let me just say this. It is so funny how Trump and people who follow him just feels as though they are exempt from the law, and they are exempt from being prosecuted to the fullest. They are exempt from being charged with things as if they can get away with a whole bunch of stuff. And 9 out of 10, the reason why he feels that way is because he has been getting away with a whole bunch of stuff. And I just don't understand, how is it that he has been able to slip past everybody and has found loopholes after loopholes after loopholes to not be in jail by now? Why did it take so long? Did he ever show his tax refunds, his tax returns or whatever? And if so, we know how long that took. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you think you are above the law, and if you get prosecuted, or if somebody call you out on something, it's them and the government and this person trying to come for us, and they're trying to make up all this stuff and this and this. No, you did it. Can we just take responsibility and accountability for it? That's all. That is the reason why the country is so freaking divided and in the turmoil that it is now, because of this one man and the way he has so much influence over these dum-dums that follow him. All right. I just don't understand it. So basically, he didn't get arrested Tuesday. I don't even think he's arrested now, but they're in the process of trying to see if they have enough votes or whatever to get him arrested. And basically, there's an investigation that's going on that's been focusing on Trump's involvement in the payment of hush money to Stormy Daniels when he was messing around with her during the presidential campaign. Yeah. And then they also talking about, looking at his business records and the falsification of business records and all this other stuff when he was Michael Cohen's client, the lawyer. And it's just a lot of illegal stuff that was going on through his campaign. Truth be told, we already know that it's true, but, we have to go through the legal process to, prove it and everything. And if you don't feel that it's true, you're living under a rock and you're being really delusional. Because if I ain't had nothing to hide, I say go ahead and look through the shit. Okay, here it is right here. I ain't got nothing to hide. Go ahead. But we already know how he acts. He is a stunt queen, okay? He is the definition of a stunt queen, for real. But if he do get arrested, I will be shocked, okay? But it's one thing to get arrested, and it's another thing to make it stick. And then it's another thing to get convicted. And it's another thing to get found guilty. And it's another thing to get the consequences. Now, I don't know if we're going to get to all them steps, but we shall see. Moving on from that, Diddy is in talks of getting a reality show on Hulu called Diddy Plus 7. So I guess it's gonna be Diddy and all his kids, and it's gonna be like the Kardashians reality show in that format. Not like theirs, but in that format, how Hulu did theirs. I said, okay, that's kind of cute. I'ma tune in. You know what? Truth be told, Diddy, Diddy really just ain't right. The way that he treated the band, like when you look at stuff. When you go back and you look at the reality shows from back in the day, and then you go look at stuff that you see, and you be like, you look at it from an adult standpoint, and you just like, man, I wish the fuck I would walk all that way for a damn cheesecake to prove what the this got to do with me rapping and singing in a damn band. What they got to do with it, okay? All the lesson that I learned out of this is that I should have put on some better shoes with better arch support. All right, that's it, because my feet is tired. My feet are tired as hell. They ran through, and what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You going to soak them? You going to rub them? You're not even going to provide that. What is this teaching me? What was the point? Diddy was putting them through a whole bunch of unnecessary mess. And I am so mad that we cannot get Making the Bands, all the seasons of Making the Band, from The Band to Danity Kane to Day 26. I'm so mad that we cannot get them on an actual streaming platform, I should say. And most of the time it's because of the music rights and stuff. That's what's be holding up a lot of these shows that's not on streaming services, okay? And it's very, very irritating, because that was some good TV. And as I look at stuff and clips or whatever online from YouTube, I would have beat Diddy's ass. I would have beat Diddy's ass. And when Don Richard got up there and did one of that latest interviews that she did, and she was talking about how basically they didn't have no hope up in Danity Kane. They didn't put that much money up into Danity Kane. I think either their first album or whatever, because they wasn't expecting them to go anywhere. And then when the album sold way more than what was expected, that's when they somewhat tried to take them serious and still kind of did it. Oh, he messed them girls up. He just thought he was going to do the girls just like they did the band. Okay, they put that one album out and that was it. Probably had a couple of performances here and there. I seen them perform live before. It was cute, but I just knew they didn't have that appeal to stay together. I just knew it wasn't going to work. Chopper out of jail. Y'all remember Chopper? Chopper style, chopper style. Yeah, he done got out the rap game and became a pimp internationally. Yeah, he was pimping girls and shit. And I was like, damn, and got caught up with that. But yeah. Diddy gotta pay for his sins, okay? I'm still tuned in, but Diddy gotta pay for his sins, Chloe Bailey getting criticized for her sex scene in Swarm. Y'all kill me when it comes to this girl. Yes, I know she can be a lot sometimes, more than what people can stomach a little bit. That's fine. It's to each your own, but especially when it's a whole bunch of grown people that are way older than her that are having all these conversations and things to say about this young girl that's still finding herself and not understanding that she's not being marketed towards you, so why do you care so much? She has her target audience that is gonna like and do what she, get down with what she get down with. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like it, that's fine, because 9 out of 10, it wasn't targeting you. You know what I'm saying? That's not who she's looking for, But I've seen a lot of things that people have gotten up in their feelings and done think pieces on about this girl, whether it's her being too sexual or whatever. But this one has got to be the dumbest. Y'all literally making think pieces over a 30-second freaking sex scene that barely showed her face. And if you wanted to see her face in it, you would literally have to pause it at the right angle, at the right spot, and see her face slightly, because you literally can't see it if you don't pause it. And then, all you see is her ass up a little bit. And you only see the thigh meat. You probably see a little bit of crack, but you see the thigh meat. Truth be told, I just don't understand why people are so upset and criticizing her for this when it's acting. And for people, all of a sudden, people dumb as hell, and it's like they don't know that sex scenes in movies are fake, okay? And y'all not upset at dancing. What's his name? Dancing. Y'all not upset with Franklin Saint. He was more naked than her, and he was the one fucking her in the movie. You know what I'm saying? In the video, in the episode. You know what I'm saying? And y'all wasn't upset that he was showing the majority of his body, but y'all upset because you barely saw anything with Chloe. You only really heard what she was saying. And what was the problem? Baby, we seen more of Chloe ass and titties in her music videos. Okay, we seen more of her, baby, we seen her whole ass on her Instagram pictures. Okay, so what is the problem? She's a grown woman technically, and if she wants to do a sex scene, or anybody wants to do a sex scene, and if they want to make it realistic, because if you're acting, you're supposed to make it look realistic, okay? And therefore, that's exactly what they did. That does not mean that they were having sex in there. So what is the problem? Y'all get all up in y'all feelings over this and saying this is detrimental to a person's career and all this stuff. But Chad, you got other entertainers who have crossed over from music and who have done the same thing. Kalani was in the L Word Generation Q this past season, getting finger fucked in the hallway and in the car by Shane, okay? Like, and ain't nobody say nothing. When I say she was getting finger fucked, baby, she was getting finger fucked, okay? Hands all in the pants, mouth all on titties, and all of that shit. Ain't nobody say nothing about that. But, oh, it's such a problem when this girl have a little bit of a sex scene. Mind you, this ain't the first sex scene that she done had. I mean, she had one when she was in Grownish. Ain't nobody say nothing about it. And of course, like I said, we're not going to say nothing about the guy. We're just going to go automatically and say something about the girl when we barely even see anything on her. You saw her thigh, you saw a little bit of crack when they put the camera up top. Other than that, she didn't see nothing. It was real quick. A quick ass thing. Y'all acted like this girl then sat there, turned over, put her titties in this man's mouth, and we saw her coochie hairs. Now then I'd be like, who the let you do this? Get Miss Yvette on the phone, okay? But other than that, what is the problem? Why is there think pieces about this? Y'all just do the fucking most, okay? Ain't your mama tell you if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all? Or if you don't want to do something, don't do it at all? Or if you don't want to see something, just turn the channel? Like, what? Y'all just irritated. And you want to know who else was irritated? That horse that CeeLo was riding in at Shawty Lo birthday party. I said, first of all, Shawty Lo, ain't he dead? They said, girl, yeah, he did, but it was honoring his late birthday. And I said, oh, so it was like a little anniversary thing, a memoriam thing. And I was like, okay, cool. And I said, well, why he want to take all the thunder away and come in, make a grand entrance on, baby, that's why the horse said, get the fuck up off me, okay? The horse said, nigga, you think you're crazy? Possibly. Get the fuck up off me. That's what the horse said, okay? I said that CeeLo. We saw when Rick Ross tried to get on that damn horse and the horse said no. Why would you get up on that horse? You thought the horse was going to be a little bit more pleasant. That horse said, if you don't get up off my back, if you don't get up off my back with all this niggatry, you have to go, okay? And down he went. CeeLo is shaped so odd. He is shaped so odd. He literally like a little butterball. But that shit was funny. The horse said, please stop playing. Stop playing with these animals, okay? Because one day when they rise up against us, y'all saw Planet of the Apes, Caesar home. Okay, like, when they start talking to us and taking over, evolution come in again. You know, ain't no telling what's going to happen these days, you know. I mean, look, they getting tornadoes out there in L.A. They getting fucking snow out there in California in parts where it don't have snow. You know, like, it's a lot that's been going on that shouldn't be going on at this time and in these places or whatever. So when these animals start bucking back at us, don't say nothing, okay? Leave them alone. Moving on from there, Megan James, girl, let me just tell you this. This is what I'm talking about. They just let anybody become a podcaster or pick up a mic and want to be a so-called interviewer and then call themselves a journalist. Because, you know, Tamar says she's a 5-time Emmy-nominated journalist. and then gonna post in her IG story what the definition. Girl, we don't give a damn what the definition of journalism means. You need to know what the definition, the real definition of journalism. Do you have a journalism fucking degree? Okay, and journalism degree? No, you do not. So therefore, you are not a journalist. I don't give a damn what nobody say. But anyway, Megan James, shut that shit down. Okay, like listen, even if you trying to be funny with it, at least still do your research. You go get up here, and I really don't feel like she was trying to be funny. I feel like she was being shady on purpose, and she thought it was gonna land, and it didn't catch. She ain't know that it was gonna get as much backlash as she did because she literally tried to play Young Joc. Truth be told, Joc kind of, set himself up with some of his antics and being on Love and Hip Hop. But at the same time, what we will not do is look past the fact that that man made some hits in the industry, okay, before he exited out for real, for real. Because today, I don't think he could put a hit out. But back in the day when Joc was hot, okay? Y'all couldn't tell me shit. I wore that first album out. What is first? How many albums he had? I think I got at least... Bitch, let me look it up. Young Joc. Well, that ain't how you spell it. Young Joc albums. I don't want to do album sales. Yep. Oh, I had all three of his albums. Baby, I had to look at the covers. I was like, yes. And this was back in the day when I actually brought albums, like the physical copies, when we went to the store to buy them, okay? Yeah, he had a little bit of rain, and he had some hits on there, and he had some bomb features on people's songs. And Megan James had the nerve to sit there and say, so how did you sustain a 20-year career off of one song? I said, what? Now, at first, I laughed because I was like shocked that you would say some dumb shit like this. And then I said, that is real disrespectful. I don't care if she wanted to come out and say that she was trying to be funny, like a certain comedian, but baby, you're not a comedian, okay? And it did not land. And it was very ignorant, all right, to disrespect that man the way that y'all disrespected him. Like, he a clown. No shade. Joc is a clown when he needs to be and when he want to be, and most of the time when we see him. But what we will not take away from him is that he had more than one hit. Don't do that. It ain't just it's going down, okay? Don't do that. Any, many, miny, mo. Don't do that, okay? Like, Looking Boy. Like, come on. I had forgot all about Looking Boy. I said, what? Don't let me go. Just because that bitch was being... I'm going to play some Young Joc later on, okay? I'm going to play some Young Joc later on. Young Joc had the game on lock because that was when all the ATL rappers, down south rappers was really coming in and they was doing all their stuff. Oh, he had that shit going, okay? I'm going to buy you. Listen, stop it. I'm not finna do that. Research. Megan James said Google is for what? Google's is for fools, okay? And I'm a fool and I'm not gonna use it. But anyway, an update on the whole situation with Glorilla. Remember the whole concert that happened out there in New York, and then there was a stampede, and then one woman unfortunately lost her life during the stampede, and then I think at least two others eventually passed away from their injuries within that whole stampede. I don't even feel like I don't think that she was there at the time, and I think it was another artist as well, and I don't think that they were there at the time either. But now, one of the victims, I think the third victim, they have gotten Ben Crump as their lawyer. And they're out there trying to get them to show transparency and accountability. They're suing Glorilla and the venue and all this stuff. And I just knew that they were going to try to do this, and at the end of the day, I truly don't feel like this is right. Glorilla had no responsibility in this, and I'll tell you why. Whoever let all those, we don't even know the circumstances. At least I don't know the circumstances around it. I don't know if the venue was overpopulated, over capacity, or if somebody, because at one point somebody said that it sounded like somebody had possibly let off a gun, but they didn't see no gun or whatever. It could have been something real stupid, like a fight could have broke out and then a stampede happened or whatever. You just don't know. But to put it on the artist as if it was their responsibility that this happened, and especially even if one or both of them wasn't even there at the time it happened, like, that's kind of messed up. That's messed up as all heck. How is that her fault? She didn't direct those people to start that whole thing. She didn't cause that. She didn't know that that was gonna happen, And the venue, I don't know. We don't know what happened. And at this point, I just feel like people just trying to play the blame game just to get some money. It's unfortunate what happened to your loved one. No one should be able to, go out and then not come back, okay, just to enjoy themselves and then have their life taken. That's messed up. But, somebody said, what's the difference between, Travis Scott getting sued for what happened at Astro World? Well, that was different because Astro World was his event, his concert, his festival, and people was telling him that you need to stop the show, and he continued doing. He ignored it. So that is his responsibility. That's why he got sued for all and financially responsible for everything that happened. But in this case, it's different. It is not her fault. And y'all want to sue her? And I mean, what you gonna get? Mama ain't got money like that. She got a little change. Mama ain't got no money like that. So what you trying to get? You want her to pay for the funeral? Just say that. Just say that. Shit. And she probably would. Just out the kindness of her heart, because she probably do feel some type of way. But to do that, I think that's wrong. Rest in peace to Lance Reddick. He died at 60 years old. This came out earlier this week, and I was just like, what? I was so shocked. And if y'all don't know who he is, he played on The Wire. He's the black guy off The Wire. He's the black guy off of John Wick movies. And John Wick 4 is about to come out. And they're doing press for it right now. And for him to pass away the way that he did, I don't even know how he passed away. They said he was in his house. And I don't even know if he was sick or anything. And they said it was just sudden, unexpected. People dying too soon these days. It reminds me, I was looking at, may he rest in peace and condolences to him. I was looking at Cocaine Bear. Y'all saw that movie? Mind you, that is based off a true story that happened in 1985, where a plane with some cocaine, the cocaine fell out that plane and a bear got a hold to it and just went wild, girl. Let me just tell you, the movie was stupid and funny at the same time, okay? But I had forgot that Ray Liotta was up in the movie. And y'all know he passed away. And I was just like, man, he was in the middle of filming something and he went to his hotel room and never came out of it alive. So that just put a lot of things in perspective. Them bears was high as giraffe pussy, okay? That lady was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and it wasn't just her. It was her and her kids. I said, y'all done got the babies on the crack too? Damn. Whew. It was funny. If you have not seen Cocaine Bear, please watch it, okay? It's on all the streaming services, probably like Amazon or Apple TV or something like that. You can find it. Moving on from that, I guess I won't be going to Uganda, okay? Because Uganda said, death to the gays, girl. And I said, wow. It's just like that. They said, girl, it's like that. They didn't pass the bill. Anti-LGBT, girl. They said you can't be lesbian, you can't be gay, bitch, you can't be bisexual, and you damn sure can't be trans. I said, oh, wow, what is it gonna do if you see me kiss? What is it gonna do? You can't see. Why do you want to know if I'm fucking somebody get the same sex? Why does that bother you so much, ma'am, sir, them? What is going on? Why does it bother you so much? Okay. Why? If it's in the privacy of my home, you mean to tell me, baby? They said it can be met with death or 20 plus years in jail. Imagine, baby, we are going backwards. This is ridiculous. 20 years in jail just because you got a little girlfriend. And you a girl just because you kissed your friend. Girl, ooh. Just because you got a man. Girl. 2023, y'all. 2023, y'all. This is disgusting. Okay. Anybody that agrees with it, you're disgusting and you're hateful too. All right. Therese, let me just tell you this. I was going down memory lane. All right, and I was just looking at some old videos. Like lately, I got a whole bunch of TV shows outside of the shows that I was reviewing. I have not looked at anything yet. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole bunch of shows that have backed up because I have just not been in the mood to actually watch TV. So I just been looking at music videos on Tidal or Apple TV. Well, no, iTunes, I should say. But looking at music videos, like old music videos from like the 90s, classic R&B, classic hip hop and all that stuff. Not this new shit. I had to go back, you know what I'm saying? And so like early 2000s and stuff. Yeah, that was my time. And you know, I be listening to that and watching that while I be working out because your girl be up in here sweating and shit. I think I overdid it. Speaking of, I really think I overdid it because baby, my legs hurt so bad. On Sunday, I was on the elliptical for like 2 hours, and then I still did like the elliptical for another hour the next day. And mind you, I had did floor exercise, and when I do floor exercise, it's like cardio workout, leg, upper body, you know, weights, all that stuff, you know. And I put on my little program on YouTube, and I just do it mostly like 30 minutes or so, like that, right? And so the other day, my shit was about to give out. I said, bitch, that's what it is. Because I was like, why is my leg hurting? And then my foot trying to hurt a little bit. And I said, ooh, girl, you got to chill for a second. So I think I overdid it again. And I'm going to just chill for a minute. But then knowing me, I'm still, as soon as I turn this off, I'm still finna get up and do a, you know, once I get into the mode and habit of doing something, it just feels weird when I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to calm me down. I'm like, girl, it ain't gonna get off no quicker. I'm like, all right. But I was looking at these videos, why be doing that? And I just realized how much of a video hoe they used to make. Like, Tyrese used to be a video vixen back in the day. Okay, for real. He was in everybody's video. He was either pulling a main love interest or, you know, he was dancing in a video. Because I remember, like, when Usher, My Way video came off, he was dancing up in that bitch. He was, because Usher stole this girl, you know. And he was in SWV video. He was in everybody's video. I said, oh, look at you. And, you know, who would have thought that somebody so fan back in the day like that? He's still kind of cute. His answers just make him look, to me, you know. He give me old man now. He really do. And he only 44. Okay. But, and I'm so mad he a Capricorn. Like, at this point, it just making me realize, like, sometimes it's a difference between Capricorn women and Capricorn men. And he giving y'all Capricorn men a bad name. And I don't like that. All right. Like, he is, that man needs to get mentally evaluated. Because what is going on with him? Sir got mad at Charlamagne the God and called him an ex-darky. Like, what? How is that okay? I feel like that's racist. I had tweeted that. Let me tell you something random. I had tweeted that recently, and I don't know why. The word, the N word with the hard ER just be bouncing around in my head randomly throughout the day, and I just don't understand why. And I'm like, damn, bitch, is that racist or whatever? It just feel a little racist. I don't understand why. It just pops up, and I mean with the hard ER, like, you know, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But anyway, he got mad at Charlamagne the God because, you know, he got a new song or whatever that's about his relationship with his ex-wife and all that stuff. And, you know, Charlamagne basically said it's trash, and he done sent it to him multiple times, and he was like, Tyrese the type of person that he only reach out to you when he wants something and he needs something. It's not just to, you know, be like, yo, what's good or whatever. It's just to, you know, promote his stuff, or when he wants you to do something or whatever for him. It's like, nigga, nobody cares. And Tyrese really does give me that tease, okay? I'm still confused over Tyrese putting out Kim Burrell's information about her health and then putting up there, if you want to donate. Why would I donate to that lady? Don't she got money? Don't she got health insurance? I'm a little confused. Like, what was over there gonna say? If you got cash, she got Cash App, she got PayPal, she got Venmo. And that's when I clicked off from Tyrese. I said, Tyrese, whatever anybody say about you these days, I believe them, okay? You're just a lot. And you want to know what's a lot, and I just don't like it. We got all this Family Feud stuff that's going on. We got Tasha, Latasha, and Tamika Scott going on. And now we got the Isley brothers, okay? Baby, Rudolph Isley is coming at Ronald Isley's throat. First of all, Ronald Isley is old as hell. Rudolph is older than him. I said, damn, bitch. I thought Ronald was the oldest, okay? And at this point, you know, I didn't know it was another one that was older than him. And he basically was like, you know what? This man that took my money. We were supposed to own and trademark the Isley brother name and get 50% and other royalties and all of that stuff. And he ain't never give me none of the money. And he done trademarked that name in 2021. Damn, bitch. And I ain't never get none of the money yet, okay? And none of the royalties or whatever that came with it. And I want my money. I said, wow, y'all old as hell. Y'all are old as hell. He said, baby, until the last day I take my last breath, I'm going to fight to get this money. Okay? And truth be told, Ronald, Big Daddy, if you did this, you wrong as hell for it. Give your brother his money. Okay? Give your brother his money if that's what it is. Y'all got to stop taking people money and stop trying to cut corners. Because sometimes you can get away with it, but not all the times. And once you think that you're getting away with it, that's when that shit pop back up and it bites you in the ass, all right? Y'all too old to be having this Family Feud like this. Y'all both got, I ain't going to say that because I want Ronald Isley still be here. You know, I got to go listen to Smokey Robinson's album, Gasms, and see what it's about. The elders been acting up lately. Y'all saw that video of Smokey in that red, and he was just doing all. I said, oh, the grandmama's drawers was getting. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because that's not an image I want. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And the last thing I want to talk about right quick before we get up off of it, and I saved it for last because it was the last thing that popped up literally before I did before I left. But Beyonce, they say that Beyonce and Adidas, they are parting ways with Ivy Park. You know, they said it's going to be it was a mutual split because it was creative differences that was going on, you know, with the direction of Ivy Park. And then let me just tell you this. There's been some talk around the town saying Ivy Park really wasn't doing that well, at least in the last couple of quarters or whatever. Understandable. And I'm going to tell you why. Tell you why. And this is coming from somebody, as y'all know, who is a fan of Beyonce and who has gotten a few Ivy Park pieces or whatever. Really would have loved the box, but you know, I guess I ain't on that level yet. But and I guess I won't be no more because Ivy Park ain't no more with Adidas, so we don't know where it's gonna go. But I'm gonna just tell you this. It was cute, Beyonce. You tried it. It didn't work. Honestly, you know, well, it worked for a time because you had some pieces was really cute. Some pieces were really cute. You know, you lost me with the little chaps, okay, the denim chaps, and I was like, girl, who wearing that? But hey, it is what it is. You also lost me with them shoes that was pointy as hell, and I said, baby, who wearing that? But, you know, some other things, it was always something that I liked or whatever in the collection as a whole that I could buy. Anybody can buy. If you didn't like one piece, it was something guaranteed to be for somebody or whatever. But here's the issue. And it's not even, we can't say the price. And the price, I don't feel like the artist or whatever determines the price. I feel like Adidas determines the price. And the price be like the pieces literally be from like $70 to $150, maybe $200, depending on if it's a coat up in there. And the coat probably be a lot. And then if it's some shoes, the shoes will probably be like $180 to $200, mostly $180, depending on what it is. And that's what be the normal prices for most things that I see on the Adidas website, especially if it's, you know, with a celebrity associated or even when it's not, you know. So that's not on the celebrity, I don't feel. That's on Adidas that is making these prices up there like that. You know, and some people have had issues with that, but that's just how it is. Adidas, Nike, all of them people, you know. But at the same time, let's just be honest and let's just be real. There's been a few steps that I feel like Beyonce messed up with Truth be told, Beyonce, this ain't your first time at the rodeo trying to do a little clothing line. Y'all remember House of Darion, okay? That shit came in wet. And truth be told, some of them pieces was not it. But, you know, you try and try again. First you don't succeed, you try again. She tried again with Ivy Park, and that's when it was being released in H&M and Topshop and all that stuff. And that was when it was just gray, black, and white and all that before we got a variety of colors, and then it just went away. Like, nothing was said about it. Nothing was said about it. After it came out for a couple of, you know, for a time or whatever, and it literally felt like for just a year or so, it just went away. In the way that it went, it came and went, and nobody said anything about it until this relaunch. I said, bitch, I had forgot all about it until it relaunched with Adidas. I said, okay, this is cute. The promo for it was cute, and I feel like most of the budget went to the promos, all right? And for me, I feel like after that first initial launch, the first line with Adidas, and she did those celebrity boxes or whatever and giving the influencers some of the boxes and all that, that was cute to gain interest because everybody was in it like, oh shit, that is so, look at who got it, and this looks so cute on this body, and this looks so cute on this person and all that stuff. That garners interest, okay? Fine. We saw it once. We only needed it once. Each line drop, she was giving out boxes to celebrities. Baby, give it out to people, you know, that's gonna actually talk the real stuff about it and not just gonna be so happy because it's you and they already know you or whatever. That's what I always felt. And it's not because I wanted a box, because most of the stuff I wouldn't wear. If it's outside, like if it's not like a jacket or a sweat, the jogger set, I wouldn't wear some of that stuff because I'm not that feminine type, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a pair of shorts, but other than that, that's all I wear, and I get some shoes, you know, and some socks. That's it. But I just feel like maybe if she wanted to do like one launch be with the celebrities, the second launch you give to some influencers, and not just the big influencers that we always see always getting stuff or whatever. Get it to other influencers that, you know, have, you know, various sizes, you know what I'm saying, supporters or whatever, because they have reach as well, you know, and it just makes a little bit more sense. But just giving all these celebrities boxes and every time each launch, it got a little bit boring and it got a little bit stale because we was like, oh, so you're giving them a box, and, you know, so those pieces that they could have paid for, they already know that they're going to get it for free and all this stuff. So woo, woo, woo. And you want to know what part really messed her up, and what messed it up for me right then and there? This was the first launch that I didn't even care about. That last launch, it was cute. I would have liked a couple of pieces or whatever, but I was in no urgency to go and get nothing. You want to know why? Because mama had me messed up. When we was going through, and if you go and you look at my videos that I was talking about the Renaissance tour, and I made mention of this because when the tickets were going on sale that week after, it was literally when she said the tickets was going on sale, it was going on sale the week after. Once she announced the tour, it was going on sale the next week, that Monday or whatever the freak it was. And then later that week on that Thursday, that was when the new line of Ivy Park was supposed to drop. And I'm sitting here like, no ma'am. No ma'am, and this is no shade to Beyonce, but I don't know, and I said this before, and I ain't cutting my tongue on that either. I don't know who the hell idea it was over there at Adidas, over there at Parkwood. Mama, you couldn't put your foot down and say, no, don't launch this, and then you putting out a promo for it too? Baby, people was stressing the fuck out trying to get Renaissance tickets that was like $500 and stuff, and you want us to buy your Ivy Park? A new land in Ivy Park that's like $200 too? No, ma'am, okay? And I just want to know who idea it was. And I'm not saying that you money hungry, but baby, it just didn't look right. It just didn't look right because I don't know if it was on a time schedule and you just popped up with this tour and Adidas said, well, bitch, you already knew that we had this going on, so we can't change it or whatever. We can't delay it. I don't know, or if it was literally just you. Because at this point, I said, girl, people gonna have to pick and choose. And I wouldn't be surprised if the stuff don't sell the way that it did. You know, and I didn't know it was having problems because at one point, I know for like the first 3 launches or so, baby, it was hell trying to get a piece. The way that we were scrambling trying to get them tickets, it was the same way trying to get an Ivy Park piece. But that also could be because they put limited stuff out. I don't know. But this last launch, yeah, that was a big, huge misstep and a big, huge marketing fail. That was a marketing fail. Yeah, you had a couple of new celebrities and Ice Spices and, you know, Offset and his son up in the little promo shit. That was cute or whatever, but baby, people was more focused on trying to get those tickets that weekend. They did not give a damn about that Ivy Park. So I'm pretty sure this last launch probably had the lowest sales ever of the Ivy Park collection since it's been back out on Adidas. And I'm just like, I did not understand that. Y'all should have pushed that back. And truth be told, you should have just canceled it. You should have just canceled it, okay? There was no reason why we needed another Ivy Park launch. Baby, it is about to be summer. Ain't nobody finna be out here in no jogger suits right about now, okay? Spring out here, and it's damn near summer now in some places, okay? So it just did. We needed some outfits to wear to the Renaissance tour, girl. Not no sweatsuits, baby, because we ain't finna be dying up in there, because we finna have heat stroke because we up in the goddamn Ivy Park sweatsuit, okay? No, that's not what it is. Give us a short set, mama. That's what you should have did, okay? Give us a onesie. Give us a short set, you know? Give us some tanks. That's what you should have been doing, okay? But this one, you should have just put that to the side. And then if you was gonna drop this, you should have dropped it after the tour at that point, because bitch, ain't nobody got money for it. I'm sorry to call you a bitch, but I'm just saying, you know, that's just how I talk. You should already know that. We here. But yeah, that was a huge misstep. So baby, you and everybody don't need a clothing line. We could just be honest. Everybody don't need a clothing line. That ain't gonna be your magnus opus, okay? Everybody can't make it strike the match and it work right off the back like a no shade. The only one that really truly did it is in the music business is Sean. Rockaway had his run and they did real good, and you saw how your husband did what he had to do when he bounced, okay? Rihanna got Fenty and all that stuff, but see, at this point, Rihanna ain't doing no music, so we don't care that. I don't feel like that count, because she traded music for clothing, so that's why she gonna devote all her time to make sure all her shit is right. You are doing both. And maybe you just need to stick to what you know. I hate to say it like that, but you got to be real. You got to be real. If you like somebody, you have to tell the truth, right? Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. It was cute seeing the celebrities and everything or whatever up in the movies and TV shows with the little Ivy Park on, and maybe seeing a couple of people walking down the street with a couple of pieces on. That's cute or whatever. But again, this last launch, fire whoever. Well, they fired you. No, let me not say that. Fire whoever did that. I'm telling you, you should have had me on the team, because I would have been like, scrap it, mama. So Adidas, who else y'all got over there? Y'all done lost Yeezy. Y'all done lost Ivy Park. Who else over there that's gonna give y'all some sense? I mean, Adidas ain't never gonna go nowhere, but I'm just saying, who gonna bring the momentum back that both of these used to have at one point? Or tried to have for one of them. Let me stop, because I feel like I'm about to say something real shady, and I don't want to do that, because I don't want to destroy none of my other chances that I got to you know, y'all. I just feel like when I meet Beyonce, if there comes a time that I meet, because I live in reality. It may happen, it may not happen. I'm not counting on it, so I'll be surprised when it happens. I'll be like, oh my God. You know, I'll probably freeze up, and she'll probably say, oh, now, bitch, you quiet. I just really feel like it's going to be real hostile. It's going to be fun hostile like that. I'm going to be taking it back, and I'm going to just take it like, you right. As many times as I called you a bitch. Baby, they already know. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I am off tomorrow. I apologize for this shit being late like this, but y'all ain't got shit else to do. Y'all finna be at work being like, damn, it's 5 o'clock here. It's 5 o'clock here. Watch this video to make the time go bad. At least an hour and 33 minutes of it is going to be off your time. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, bitch, I only got like 6 hours left. Yes, okay? But make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to the Friend Zone podcast, Dustin Ross, Hey Friend Hey, and Hey Asante for shouting me out, shouting my homegirls out, shouting my people out. They shouted out J. Lee's Quana, they shouted out James Cotwell, you know, love them to my peeps. If you going to the Read Live, Ashley will be in the building, okay? Because, you know, Chicago sold out. I made sure to get my ticket right off the bat, baby. All right? So, you know, if you see me, say what's up, all right? And I'll see y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, all right? I really do hope y'all have a fun weekend. I got to go do something for my face, y'all. Let me just tell you something. It's probably going to be too much information, but who cares? My cycle, I used to have breakouts on my cycle, right? And this was like years ago. It's been a long time since I had a breakout on my face, period. And it's been a long time since I broke out on my cycle. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's just breaking me out. And I'm just really upset. I'm really upset. And mind you, the only thing that I've used on my face so far all these years, and y'all be like, what's your skin regimen? What's your, baby, soap and water, okay? Soap and goddamn water. Natural, because my skin is so damn sensitive. And I just don't understand what is breaking it out. I don't eat that much sugar no more. I'm changing my diet. I'm upset. Because the whole time I could feel it pulsating right here. Like, and it just looked like Mount Rushmore on my cheek. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Peace. So I was editing and I had just realized that I forgot to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Dude was at the LA Fitness and, you know, he wound up getting jumped in the back. I think he was in the bathroom or whatever. A couple of dudes or whatever. They beat his ass real bad. And I saw the video when they stumped his rib. I said, first of all, did they need to do that? No. Do I feel it was like on some clout type stuff? Could be. I don't know who was recording. I don't know if they was a part of it, but I know the people that was recording it, it was on some cloud stuff because why you posted it? Because you just wanted to put it out there. But at the same time, you know, they jumped him, they robbed him, took his clothes, took his shoes, took his money, his jewelry, or whatever. They took whatever he had on him, I guess. At the end of the day, I know some people feel some type of way about it, but I really don't. I'm not finna sit up here and be like, oh, that's messed up, that's messed up. He finally made... Listen, when you go out and you go out your way to just be disrespectful, to talk about people, to just be real ignorant, and I think that one day you gonna walk free and you're not gonna get touched, come again. You may not get touched now, but you was asking for that ass whooping and he finally got that ass whooping. And you want to know what I feel? I feel like even though this happened, he's still not going to change his ways. He's still going to be out here taunting people and doing the same mess that he's done. You know, sometimes a ass whooping don't even do that. You know, don't be enough to change. I don't feel sorry for him. I really don't. So it is what it is. He's done some really foul, disrespectful things. And, you know, he's just a terrible person. It is what it is. And I'm so tired of people talking about some, oh, y'all can do this to George, what's his name? 6ix9ine, but Zimmerman's still out there. Baby, do you think that George Zimmerman is out here where niggas would be at? Where he can be touched? No. And the one person that we do know that tried it, he went and got to jail. He went to jail. They put his ass in jail, okay? So, no. Quit using that as a comparison because we're not going to see no George Zimmerman out here with the niggas. We're not going to see him out here in a heavily populated place where a whole bunch of people that don't like him is going to be. He's going to stay exactly where he's at in the comfortability of the area that he's at where he feels protected. That's just all, okay? Niggas is not putting that much thought up in there trying to find out where he's staying at and then putting a plan of action to try to attack him or whatever. So stop saying George Zimmerman is still walking around because at the end of the day, when was the last time we seen George Zimmerman outside enough so that somebody can be like, there he go right there. He was just walking down Crenshaw. Okay? No, we don't see that. We don't see that. We don't even know where the man at. Is he still in Florida? Baby, they gonna have him protected down there. So stop comparing that, using that as a comparison. I understand what you're trying to get at, but Tekashi 6ix9ine ain't nobody, and he deserved that ass whooping. And you can feel how you feel and say, "Oh, that's wrong." That's your opinion. This is mine. But I just wanted to put that in there because I had forgot. But y'all tell me how y'all feel again, and y'all have a good weekend. All right, peace. Oh, look at my face. Jeez, I busted, messed it up. See, I don't need a scar on my face. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna put some stuff on it and leave it alone.